And welcome in to another episode of Off Script. My name is Zak Herbstreit. And Florida fans, we got an interesting debate today. We got a pretty interesting debate today. We're taking a break from the spring intel. There's a lot of spring intel out there, so if you want your fix on through YouTube channel, go check that out. But today's video, it's pretty interesting. There was an article out there Andy Staples posted, so shout out Andy Staples. I appreciate you for bringing this to my attention. And I think it was a couple weeks ago, but just now seeing it. But basically, the article covers the Florida Stadium debate right now. And the debate basically is the issue overall is, do you spend money on heightening the overall game day experience in the Swamp for the fans, basically making the stadium harder to play in, or do you spend money on the roster to bolster your chance to win games? And before we get into it today, though, if you enjoy college football, if you enjoy the channel, make sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel as well. It really helps me out a lot, so appreciate you guys. But let's get right into it here. Specifically talking about Florida, the stadium hasn't been renovated in about 20-ish years, so it is due for a overall renovation. And not only is Florida going through this problem right now, but schools all across the country are having this issue, especially in this NIL transfer portal world. And I feel like in today's day and age, when you hear this debate and you hear, when you're listening to this video, your brain kind of automatically goes, all right, like, we're picking a side. You got to go transfer portal. You got to spend money on the roster. This is no debate. Like, we want the best roster as possible. We want to win games. And while that's a valid point, I agree with that to an extent. In a stadium like the Swamp, which is roughly 90,000 people, 3% of those 90,000 are your NIL donors, that kind of thing. So the rest of that 97% should be rewarded in a sense, because they're showing up still. They're making noise. So how do you reward them? You give them the best stadium experience. You give them an awesome jumbotron or something, lights that like flicker when the team scores, maybe like a drone show, unreal concession. I'm just spitballing here. I'm really just spitballing. But still, nevertheless, the Swamp right now is still one of the best stadiums in all of the SEC. Top 5 for me easily. Top 3 could be debatable. We can get into that later. But right now, the athletic department is giving fans an opportunity to give their say on where to kind of spend their money. Like, do you want renovations? They're saying, hey, Florida Gator fans, we're thinking about this. What are the reasons why you don't want to come to Florida games? Like, what can we improve on? So I think as an athletic department, like, even them doing that kind of shows their care for the fans. But here's my standing on this debate, and here's where I'm kind of thinking. In today's college football, the portal is the biggest roster killer, in my opinion. And I say that because when you pay a player, say you have a 5-star freak come in or some transfer portal guy freak come in, and you pay him $2 or $3 million, and you're expecting big things of this guy, and you're like, hey, he's probably gonna be a Florida Gator for a while. We're really excited about this guy. What's to stop him from transferring the next year or something, and him just going, nah, you know what, this isn't for me. I'm good. I'm gonna transfer somewhere else, even get more money or something like that. So then you're thinking, all right, well, that was a dud, and that money could have been used for the stadium. So in my opinion, I think there's got to be some sort of middle ground here. You got to maybe shade one way, but overall, you can't just throw all your eggs in one basket. You can't just go like, all right, we're throwing it all on the roster. Sorry, fans. Hey, I know we appreciate your love for the Gators, but like, hey, we want to win. And it can't just be all, in the basket of, hey, we really appreciate our fans, but, our team's not going to be great this year because we want to accommodate to the fans and give them the best experience. There's got to be that middle ground where it's like, we love the fans and we want to give you guys what you want, but also we want to win some ball games, And especially in today's day and age in college football, renovation stadiums will make game day experiences better. You're going to draw in more recruits. You'll make those matchup games side to your advantage, especially in those SEC conference games. Advantage Gators, so you want that. But like I said, I just think at the end of the day, there needs to be a middle ground, maybe shading a little bit towards recruiting, maybe a little bit towards, stadium. I don't know. You got to pick one, but I think in today's day and age, you got to probably go more recruiting, but still more middle instead of all your eggs in one basket and either either side of the debate here. But Florida fans, let me know what you guys think here. I think this is a pretty interesting debate. Obviously, you guys are very passionate about it, so I'd love to hear your thoughts. But like I said, my name's Zak Herbstreit. This is Off Script. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video. I'll see you guys soon.